It seems that spring has sprung and the manufacturing technology order market seems to be thawing. Listen in and we'll tell you why. Hello, I'm Pat McGibbon, Vice President of Strategic Analytics for AMT, and I'm here to talk about the February U.S. manufacturing technology orders. The numbers they don't look all that great. February versus January, down about 5%, and when you take the first 2 months of 16 versus the first 2 months of 15, we're down about 16%. But one of the positive signs in this is that the rate of decline is beginning to slow down, and that's a very good indication that we're going to get to the bottom of this downturn somewhere in the near future. Now, when you take it and break the numbers apart, there are some good points and some bad points. For example, in the Northeast, they had a dismal February, and sure, some of that had to do with weather. But when you look at the Southeast, they're still going gangbusters. We talked about this the last 2 months. The majority of their business down there are the 3 areas that seem to be growing in spite of the rest of the market. And that's automotive, aerospace, and medical equipment. But for me, some of the exciting pieces of the data analysis we did was on the Southeast Central, where we got the energy industry and Texas. And there, for the first time in over a year and a half, we've seen an increase in the amount of capital equipment bought by the oil and gas exploration industry. And oil prices have grown significantly over the last 30 days. They're up around $40 now. And really, we need about $60, $65 a barrel to see any really significant increase in capital spending by the oil exploration industry. Still, at 40, with promises to climb further, seeing this beginning of a significant increase in capital spending out of Texas on the oil field exploration industry, first time in 18 months, all those are really positive signs for us that we're going to see a broadening of the strength that the automotive, aerospace, and medical equipment have been providing this market over the last year. On top of that, we've got some of those external measures we like to throw in there as well. Housing starts, highest they've been since September of 2015. Now, September and June typically are the highest months for housing starts in any calendar year. And having a February number that's already surpasses what we did in September of 15 suggests that we'll have higher numbers through the rest of this year as well. And that's only good news, because each of those houses has a boatload of appliances that have to be brand new. And typically every one of those driveways have a car. Not always new, but enough additional cars and additional driveways to suggest there'll be a continued increase in automotive buying as well. In addition, AMT works with USCTI on the shipment survey for cutting tools, and looking at the preliminary data there, we're expecting cutting tools to grow both in February and March. And why is this important? Typically, we see shipments of cutting tools begin to rise anywhere from 1 to 2 quarters before we see a similar rise in capital equipment spending on manufacturing technology. So this is a very good sign as well. So as we look out into the rest of 2016, what we've been saying for the last 3 months, that we expect this downturn to plateau or bottom out sometime in the May-June time frame and begin to grow or come off the bottom sometime in the beginning of the fall, September, October, still holds true. And in addition to that, our expectations for 2017 have been raised by what we've heard at our recent MFG conference from the Institute for Trend Research, and by what we've seen recently from our friends in Oxford, England, Oxford Economics, about what their projections are for manufacturing technology. And at the end of April, we have the spring economic update, at which Oxford will be sharing updates to their forecasts they made last fall and this winter on where the manufacturing technology market is headed. And in addition to finding out what they think about 16 and 17, you get a chance to ask your own questions about your own particular issues in the economy. So until next month's orders for March, have a great spring.